You go serve in the White House, you make no money. Many of these people take massive pay cuts, and you come out and you write a book. Everybody does that, right?
It's expected. It's expected. You know, Aaron Sorkin wrote about this in the scripts for The West Wing, and it's expected. So here's the bottom line, though. When you're a senior administration official like John Bolton, and John Bolton is very well connected in this town that I'm in, and you sign a ton of documents going in about being private, so to speak, and then the National Security Council, especially when you're privy to intelligence information, the National Security Council sits down with you and says, if you want to write a book, we've got to okay it. We've got to sign off on it just to make sure that you're not releasing any secrets. So Bolton's attorneys are saying that they got the okay from the NSC. The NSC and President Trump's attorneys are saying absolutely not so fast. And so this is where this legal battle is headed. But it's interesting because book publishers have used this, Tom, as a strategy, this NSC sign-off battle, as a strategy to drum up support for the books. I mean, it gives it more juice. It gives it more publicity. So it's almost a catch-22.
Okay, but, you know, I'm old enough to remember, young Kevin, you're too young to remember a thing called the Pentagon Papers. There is a legal trail here, and from what I can read, it's just widely understood that the book is going to go out. You're going to read your book cover to cover. I'm not. Fine. But he's going to give up the money, I guess. I mean, how bizarre is this, I guess, is what I'm saying.
You know, it's interesting in the sense that John Bolton is incredibly savvy. So what you just said is a really interesting dynamic where one could make the argument that he potentially, I have no reporting to back that up, but I don't want to, put things out there. But if he were not to make the money and the book still comes out, the information in the book and the context of the book would still be made public, and that in and of itself is of interest.
But Kevin, what's in the book? Are we going to see more Ukraine-style controversies, or is it just more of a portrayal of a leader that's less in charge that he wants to, see like he is?
Well, John Bolton is about policy, and so that's what's very interesting here. He's largely perceived as a hawk. He has deep ties to that portion of that faction of the conservative ideological sphere of Republican politics. So, clearly in terms of foreign policy, he's going to be making a point. But in today's mainstream fodder, I'm sure there will also be other tidbits. But the bottom line, when I talk to sources at the White House, I don't think that they're too concerned about this book, simply because there's a ton of other news that has dominated the headlines publicly in the last 3 months, ever since we've been talking about it every day.